Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I've got a few smaller collections that I've got laid out tabletop style that we'll cover today. And we'll start with the Richie Ashburn, move on to early Wynn, do a little Gaylord Perry, and then a guy that I collect that nobody understands is Sherman Lawler. I'll show that Sherman Lawler collection if you stick around to the end, and then we'll wrap it up from there. But let's start first with these Richie Ashburns. Now I'm showing 1950 first. This is not his rookie year. 49 is. It is a tough short print. I do not have it. It has eluded me. I have bid on many. I have lost many. And that's one of my biggest regrets is that and the 63 Pete Rose and the 52 White Wilhelm is the 49 Bowman is not a card that I possess or have ever possessed. But I'm like, listen, I'm not complaining. I've got plenty of cards. And so that 51's cool. Same shot, just colorized shot of the 49. Actually, it's better looking than the 49, I'll be honest with you. There's the 51 Bowman, 52 Bowman. Here is my first Topps Richie Ashburn, man. Just a, look at that card, just gorgeous. That one's a little off center left to right, and a little chip, a divot out of that left side. But man, that thing is just, boy, the colors on that. It's popular 53 Bowman color. Man, here's a really nice 54. Richie Ashburn was a good looking dude. Just the all-American look, you know. He was a Nebraska boy like myself. 6. Here's that red heart. Good number 2. Card like that, I really don't care about the grade. I just wanted to have it in hand. Then the last year of Bowman, another cool looking card, just cool. And then use the same headshot of his 54 there and the 56. Then the first year they did the smaller 57. And a couple colorful, they use this very similar color schemes in 58 and 59. And then here's a cool one here. He shares with Willie Mays, the Hit Kings. Then he's done with Philadelphia, and he's got a couple Cubs cards. 60, 61, and then 62, 63 is with the Mets now. And that's his last playing years. So I've got a really good run of Ashburn. Like I said, he's a Nebraska boy like myself, so I was really motivated to get his run, as much of it as I could. Just never able to get my hands on that 49 rookie. I'd probably have to trade or sell something to get one of those in hand. All right, let's talk a little bit about another guy who had a 49 rookie card, not nearly as hard to get. Wasn't a short print, but that's early Win. I have that one in a 6 with the other cards that I hold at the bank, but there, that 1950 is a cool one, even though it's just a VGX. Really good eye appeal on that. And then the 51 Redback, his first Topps card. This is one of the 300 rate cards of the 20th century for some good reason. 51 Bowman. That's a great card in the 53 color set. Man, it just takes you back to a different era. And then Topps in their own right with that 53 hand-painted portrait shot. Pretty cool. And then in 6, a 6 for this 54 Bowman. Then down to 55 in their last year. Don't have anything in 56. You can tell that early Win is a guy that I just haven't really put a lot of attention on. I picked them up when I saw them. It's a really nice 7 from 57. The 58, man, it's got a great eye appeal. It's got a wax stain on the back. It really doesn't deter from the, see right there on this side, a little bit of a wax stain. Does not deter from the card's beauty at all. And then a very nice 59 as well. It's a white back variation. Then the 1960 card, which is known for being the #1 card of the set. So premium grades. This one's off center there. That's why it's a 6, but it's crispy clean. And then I like that 61 too. He's with the White Sox in these shots, and then he's sharing it with Al Lopez is a Hall of Famer. Is Herb Score a Hall of Famer? I don't think so. I think he did win 20 games one time with the Indians, if I'm not mistaken. Here we are, the new card scoops from 61. Kind of a haggard look, in 62. I've got another one of these that's in a lower grade. And then same image they used here for that 62 stamp. And that's kind of the end of the early Wynn playing run. Let's swing around. I'm going to show you another guy that's from the 60s now. That's Gaylord Perry. I've got a really nice Gaylord Perry 62 and a 7. That's not here right now. But we'll start with this 63. It's odd that he was able to get a 63 Rookie Stars after having his own card in 62, but that's what Topps decided to do. But a colorful card nonetheless, not a short print like the Pete Rose or the Willie Stargels from that year. 64, 65. Pretty good grades on those. And then just a 5 on this one, but this one's got outstanding eye appeal. A classic case of when you get a really sharp card. I never saw the need to upgrade it. Although when I saw this Venezuela one, oh my goodness, was I excited about buying this. Just let's look at the back a little bit on that. It's way different than the regular Topps, if you can see that here. Gaylord Perry. These are known to be in really poor shape, and you can see the tape marks on the front of it. But man, just to have that in hand, just a rare piece, and super excited to get that. Here we are, his 68 and his 69s. All right, and then a photo stamp. Don't have a 70. I thought I did, but for some reason it's not here. So I don't think I have it, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. His 71 is just a lower grader than I typically get on some of these pictures. I probably should have upgraded that years ago to a 7 or higher. Should have got the 72. But sometimes you just don't see a lot of them pop up, especially with a guy like Gaylord Perry, who may not be as popular a Hall of Famer as others. And then a really sharp 72. I have a 73 and a SGC 7. But I do have his stamp, or his candy lid, which is tough. You can see that right there. Is always the reason why those are 5s or 4s. And the centering is tough on those as well. And then we'll on to his 73 Kellogg's. This is actually autographed. You can't see the autograph very well. It's pretty faint because it was done with a ballpoint pen. But there's his 74, 75. Here's a 75 Kellogg's. That is a tough. 75 Kellogg's is... they have a premium, much like the 71s. So just for note. 79, really nice 79, colorful. And a 79 Hostess, I like those. Looks like he's at the Royals Kauffman Stadium. He's with the Texas Rangers here as well. And this is a very nice 9 on this 77. And it kind of fizzles out here. Man, I need to get his 78. I need to get his 79. I do have a 79 liters. I just bought his 80 the other day in a Probstein auction and a CSG holder, if you can believe that. So that's coming in the mail. But here's this 81 Fleer. Got one from 82. He's looking old, man. He's greasing the ball up, lubing it up, man. He was known for that. Gaylord Perry, man. He was shady on the mound sometimes, but you gotta love him, man. Look at him. He looks like your grandpa right there, and he's a ball player, man. He's like the major league, the old spitballer pitcher, the old guy that's always is very religious, He's got to do whatever he can to stay in the game. All right, let's move on real quick to a really short mini collection. This is Ralph Kiner. Got his 49 Topps. That is in a... No, it's 49 Bowman. Excuse me. Pardon me. 48 Bowman. He has in a black and white that I have in a 6 somewhere else. But this card I think is even more interesting. It's it gives the stats from 48, but they produced this in 48 and 49 technically. So this is listed as a 48 leaf. Some people say it's 49. It's hard to say, but I guess it's considered to be a rookie, the Leaf rookie versus the Bowman black and white. And then there's the second year or third year, if you will, Bowman from 1950. And then here's the guy I was talking about that I have a collection of that like nobody would understand, and that's my Sherman Lawler collection. First, I love catchers. I love catcher cards. And Sherman Lawler cards were not expensive. He is a multi-time All-Star, as we'll see by the couple All-Star cards he has in here. Really good, solid player throughout his career for the White Sox. Not a Hall of Famer, not even, I mean, he's not even in the discussion, nor do I think he should be. But sometimes you can just get a nice run of player collections just for the beauty of the cards, and you have a niche, right? Like, I don't know of a lot of Sherman Lawler collections out there. So I've had enjoyed picking this stuff up at non-expensive prices. Although, like, how am I going to be able to get a 7, of, like, the Willie Mays? I'm never going to get that, but that's a nice Sherman Lawler 7. Just cool stuff to be able to buy in nice quality grades. Although sometimes you have to sacrifice because there's just not a lot of it out there. So I'll pick it up when I see it. Like his 56 there too. Nice 57. Here's his 58. See, he's in the All-Star selection. A 59. For some reason I got 2 of these 1961s. It's from the higher numbers. Not high number, but it's a little bit tougher card to come by. And then this is from the high numbers. This is his All-Star card from 60. And then the last card I'm going to show here is just the 63. Really clean, man. Clean 63 and a near mint intimidate. That's card's sharp. But that's all I got for you today. Once again, everyone, I appreciate your posts, your comments, and I'll talk to you.